New York, Baker Mayfield, Oklahoma's brash, bold and brilliant quarterback, has completed an impossible journey that almost never happened. From unrecruited walk-in to disgruntled transfer to college football's most outstanding player, Mayfield on Saturday night was awarded the 83rd Heisman Memorial Trophy during the annual ceremony at the PlayStation Theater in Times Square. More Mayfield, Oklahoma's can't-miss star everyone missed. He's the Sooners' sixth Heisman winner, joining Billy Vessel's 1952, Steve Owens' 1969, Billy Sims' 1978, Jason White 2003 and Sam Bradford 2008, and someday soon he'll join the others with an heroic-sized statue in Oklahoma's Heisman Park just outside Memorial Stadium. Mayfield's fantastic voyage isn't over, of course. On January 1st, he'll lead the number 2 Sooners into the Rose Bowl to face No. 3 Georgia in a college football playoff semifinal. Winner in Pasadena gets a trip to Atlanta to face the other semifinal winner, either number 1 Clemson or number 4 Alabama. It's Mayfield's second trip to the CFP. The Sooners lost to Clemson in 2015, and it's Mayfield's second trip to New York as a Heisman finalist. He lost to Louisville quarterback Lamar Jackson in 2016. Now that he owns sports' most prestigious trophy, he can turn his full focus to winning the Sooners' 8th national championship. "I said it before the season that I didn't come back to win a Heisman, I came back to win a national championship title," Mayfield told media in New York. "I'm going to enjoy this. I'm not going to downplay the Heisman week. It's something that's so special to me. I came back for my senior year to win a national title. That's right out in front of us. All the goals we set are still right there." As expected, Mayfield won in a landslide, easily outpointing Jackson and runner-up Bryce Love of Stanford. Mayfield had 1,000 more points than Love in second place, earning 2,398 points including 732 first-place votes. Love had 1,300 points and 75 first-place votes, while Jackson had 793 points and 47 first-place votes. Earlier in the week, Mayfield joined fellow Oklahoma quarterbacks Josh Heupel 2000, White 2003 and Bradford 2008 as Associated Press National Player of the Year. He also joined White 2004 and Tommy McDonald 1956 as Maxwell Award National Player of the Year, and joined Heupel 2000 as Walter Camp Award National Player of the Year. Mayfield also won the Davey O'Brien Award as college football's best quarterback, joining Heupel 2000, White 2003 and 2004 and Bradford 2008. Mayfield previously won the Sporting News Player of the Year 2015 and 2 Brandon Burlsworth trophies as the nation's best former walk-in. The Sooners' 6 Heisman portraits ties USC and Ohio State for third most in the nation. Notre Dame has 7. Mayfield completed 71.0% of his passes this season, 262 of 369 for 4,340 yards and 41 touchdowns with just 5 interceptions. His passer efficiency rating of 203.8 not only leads the nation, but is on pace to shatter the NCAA mark of 196.4, which Mayfield set last season. He also rushed for 310 yards and 5 touchdowns this season. Mayfield has thrown at least 1 touchdown pass in every game of his career, a Big 12 record 39 consecutive games, and has thrown at least 2 touchdowns in every game this season. He also has passed for 14,320 yards in his career, 8th in Football Bowl Subdivision FBS history, and 129 touchdowns, which ranks 6th all-time. This season, Mayfield became the first FBS player to throw for 14,000 yards and rush for 1,000 yards in his career. More Mayfield can take on playoff NFL. That career began as a walk-in at Texas Tech. He joined the Red Raiders without a scholarship after a record-setting, state championship-winning senior season at Lake Travis High School in Austin, Texas. He had only a few offers from schools outside the Power 5 and Washington State, the latter coming after former Tech coach Mike Leach landed in Pullman. Mayfield has always been undersized, but was downright small, 5'11", 190 pounds as a junior at Lake Travis. No big schools wanted to take a chance on him. But he hit a growth spurt to 61 his senior year and arrived in Lubbock, a different player, physically, his father James Mayfield said. Mayfield became the first walk-in quarterback at a Power 5 school to start a season opener as a true freshman. In 7 starts before an injury, he completed 64% of his passes in 2,013-218 of 340 for 2,315 yards with 12 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Still, Red Raiders head coach Cliff Kingsbury declined to guarantee him a scholarship for the 2014 season. So Mayfield, whose parents were friends with members of Bob Stoops' coaching staff at Oklahoma and frequently attended games in Norman, followed his childhood dream and transferred to OU, also as a walk-in. Stoops, who retired this offseason on June 7 but still attended Mayfield's ceremony on Saturday night, famously tells the story of Mayfield walking up to him at a team dinner the following January and saying, "Hi coach, my name is Baker Mayfield." Mayfield chose to go to OU despite Trevor Knight's record-setting performance against Alabama in the Sugar Bowl only a few days earlier. Mayfield acknowledges it probably seemed crazy to try to squeeze ahead of Knight, but his confidence could not be contained. He sat out the 2014 season as a transfer, then beat out Knight for the starting job in 2015. Knight eventually transferred to Texas A&M, and backup Cody Thomas quit football to play professional baseball. More 2017 college football awards winners. Mayfield's fairy tale has continued ever since. He guided the Sooners to 3 Big 12 Conference championships, including a 4,117 victory this season over TCU in the reconstituted Big 12 title game. He also willed Oklahoma to key road victories at Tennessee in 2015 and Ohio State in 2017, the latter being a decisive moment in Oklahoma's surge to this year's college football playoff. And this magical season almost never happened. In the spring of 2016, Big 12 Conference athletic directors denied Mayfield's appeal for a 5th season of eligibility because he had transferred from Tech to another Big 12 school. But the next day, after an appeal from Oklahoma athletic director Joe Castiglione, the league's presidents and chancellors rescinded the athletic director's ruling and granted Mayfield an additional year, due to the fact he did not receive an athletic scholarship offer to attend either school. The first walk-in to win the Heisman actually won the Heisman because he was a walk-in. "I think for me, it's realizing that I'm proud to have had to work for it," Mayfield said. "I think if I lost sight of that, then I would no longer be who I was, who I've become. I've always worked hard. If I thought, oh, I've arrived, I don't have to work hard anymore, then I wouldn't be here right now. I don't look at it like I'm some superstar or the Heisman Trophy winner. I look at it like I'm the walk-in with the chip on his shoulder and loves to work and play the game of football. I dreamt of playing for OU and, quite frankly, my heart wasn't in it at Tech. I'm happy. It was tough, don't get me wrong, but I'm happy how it